Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. So I feel I'll be here for a short period of time, definitely no more than 20 minutes because that's when I'm having my tea. I was meant to have it a bit earlier. Right, so the affirmation is, and it's still Virgo moon, Capricorn sun, so like I say, quite serious energy, not gonna lie. It's like Capricorn's like strict discipline, rules, restriction, and there is a lot of that going on. Hopefully you're partying and having fun though. And Virgo moon is like, well, I always say Leo moon is like the party and Virgo moon's like tidying up the mess. So, but hopefully that could be calm energy. Although, side note, I was saying all leading up to this that I felt, well, like some kind of intense energy around Christmas Day. Now, obviously, it doesn't take a psychic or a healer to work that out, but alcohol involved, high emotions, shit can definitely kick off. But that had come through somebody else that I trust as well, something about it. So I'm going to be very interested to see if there's any kind of dramatic further lockdown restrictions or something like that. Obviously, I hope not, but I just know that these people like to lower the vibe. So anyway, we'll lift the vibe up. But before we lift the vibe up, the affirmation that came to my phone right before I came on here was getting knocked down means little. I will keep getting back up. So yeah. So I sincerely hope you're not feeling down today, but let's be real. A lot of people will be. I had a wave of emotion hit me, if I'm honest. But that's not really that weird. Like, I like Christmas a whole lot better than I used to. It took me years to teach myself to just enjoy it. But like I say, it is just another day to me. A day where I enjoy eating Christmas food and being with my family. And like I say, sometimes I hang out with close friends, but I think I'm not going to do that this time. I was gonna, but then she's away to see her family overnight. So anyway, but yeah, it's just interesting that grief work that came up that when someone had mentioned that last night, I feel like that hit me today. Go out my system and I'm good. See, I usually get really upset on Christmas Eve for a couple of people in spirit. And actually, like I said that to my friend today, I was like, fuck, they never even entered my head yesterday. But then today I was just hit with especially missing my nana and everything. I always used to spend Christmas Eve with my nana. But my nana's been, that 7 years she's been gone, but it doesn't matter. Grief is grief. I see, like you say, a lot of you will be missing people that are alive that, that aren't in your life for whatever reason, because the ascension process means we've changed and grown away from certain people, and most of it for good reason. So I see my fellow human beings with compassion and understanding. So, and look, it's got a beach on it. And I actually didn't go a walk on the beach. And again, a bit of a Scrooge reason. I couldn't be bothered with how many fucking people were about. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's like, yeah, I was like, and also because the coffee shops are shut, I was like, fuck's sake, Christmas Day stealing my joy, just like my coffee, my walk on the beach. Do you know what I mean? And also it's worse because it's Virgo moon. So I'm just having a moan. But Virgo moon can be critical too, of self and others. But it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I was just wanting a bit of grounding, my coffee and my walk. And because Virgo is everyday ritual routine and I wasn't able to do that, I thought it was fucking points. So just letting you know. But again, it could be worse. I've had Christmas days where I just didn't want to get out of my bed. I'm that depressed, or and all that kind of jazz. And I did wake up later, but it was because I set an alarm and I kept snoozing it. And before I knew it, it was like fucking a lot. I was like, whoops. But I must have needed it. Right. So anyway, surrender to the magic of who you are. I can see there's 2 people watching. So if you want to watch and you're a shy lurker, as I like to call it, no offense, that's fine. If you want to comment and say hi, do that too. So surrender to the magic of who you are. That came out before I started. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Interesting. I was just talking about that's one of the, well, I wouldn't call that mundane, but it might be quite boring to other people, but it does bring me joy, to just walk by the beach with my coffee alone. But unless you're really special, and I will make room for you, remember that you're a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. And again, like I said last night, hello, afternoon, Shakira, Sophia. That's why I call her Shakira, because I don't know, it just reminds me of that. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, so this is me surrendering to the magic of who I am. That I know that just by coming on and spend a little bit of time here, I can give people a lot of healing. So we've also got surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So instantly what this says to me is whatever, no matter what kind of difficulties or challenges, or like say if you were hit with grief, like I say, like I definitely was earlier today, then, you know, just be compassionate to yourself, be kind to yourself, take it easy. It's kind of like, you know, my family always know that it's interesting. I mean, I'm not going to, it probably will help some of them. There are various reasons why I don't like Christmas, but it all sort of stems back to when I was younger, and I was in a very unhealthy connection, let's say. Yeah, and I'll never forget phoning. Fuck it, I'm just sharing this. I don't really give a shit. If that person is watching, that would be really freaky. And seriously, no. But I'm going to share it. Yeah, so I was saying this to my friend earlier, but I'll never forget my granddad just died. And I phoned him, and I was so naive, I didn't realise that the clubs were open on Christmas night. I was quite naive. And yeah, and he took great pleasure in telling me that he was in a club. And it was one of these seedy, dirty clubs where you could pick up some less than, well, I don't know, I'm not going to use those words. Those are not, you know what I'm saying though. Do you know what I mean? If you wanted to pull, you could. And if you weren't fussy. And it was just kind of like, yeah, it was like being hit straight in the heart. And unfortunately, because that happened on Christmas Day, even though there's absolutely no feelings there whatsoever for that person, and actually a lot of forgiveness, because we made our peace with one another, and I said, you know, I forgive you, I let you go. Well, I'm sure I wasn't even that polite about it, but it was just kind of like, look, never going to happen, see you later. Thanks for the lessons, thanks for the karma, thanks for the journey, because I wouldn't be who I am if it hadn't been for that. And that's what makes all of us. And I'm being serious. So I do actually send that person love. Yeah, I suppose, you know, energy. No, I'm joking. You know, I hope that person's happy, moved on. But that was a period in my life, yeah, that it was not very good. And then I don't know, it just every Christmas kind of was clouded in this horrible feeling. And then I'm sure there's other reasons. There's definitely is actually other reasons for different people with not liking Christmas and stuff. And then just, I'm sure I've had quite a lot of people in my life, like actually, shit, another reason is why I always spend, I'm just sorry. I said this to my friend, either, I think it was, oh, it must have been today actually, that I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm just needing someone to listen to me actually. This is quite good that I'm letting it out. So I'm just having a therapy session right here in public on YouTube. So that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm your therapist most of the time, guys, and you are just being mine. Spirit are really pushing me out my comfort zone. Remember, I said they're going to do that with where my destiny North Node point is. But yeah, my nana, so that must have been, would it be 5 years ago? I think it was 5 years ago. On Christmas Eve, she basically died in the ambulance in front of me and my mum. And then, well, I said that, yeah, she was dying. I thought that was her gone. And then we got to the hospital and she gave her a blood transfusion and she came back to life for a couple of years, but she wasn't the same, you know. And it's like, I kind of, you know, it's a weird thing to say, but it's like, would have been kinder to let her go then. But again, even though she lived for another couple of years, it's like, oh, it's a miracle. Actually, that day, you know, so this is interesting. Spirit are making me talk. Sorry, it's not very cheery. So if this is bringing your mood down, you know, you can go. But it's real life, and that's Capricorn, and that is also Virgo. They're both about reality in some sort of way. Capricorn's reality with a bang. It's kind of that. What I'm saying is, it's trauma if you think about it. Like, although I'm like, wow, why did I get so upset? Like, you know, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. And obviously the worldly events could drag anybody down. But it's lingering sadness from previous experiences. And that can even happen when, like say, when you've got, especially if it's romantic stuff, you've got absolutely no feelings for the person other than, you know, just wanting a human being to be happy. Things can still linger. So that's important for you to know, and very vulnerable in me to share, but it's true. But then it's even worse if there's people that aren't in your life that you've separated from recently, you know, friends, family, you know, whatever, missing people. That can be difficult because it's more raw, but it really doesn't matter. Like, if you experience something traumatic, and you might be like, oh, well, what you shared isn't traumatic. Well, obviously the Nana one is, but obviously the other one was too at that age, because I'm so sensitive, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's my sharing. Feel free to vulnerably share in the comments too. You don't need to. But it's about, don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into the exciting new world of possibilities. So even with that being said, because what I'm saying is, like, you know, I've, you know, had a wee sort of, you know, not feeling the best feeling, and then like spoke to a friend, and now I feel great. And it wasn't even for that long, you know, and it's like I've got myself all dolled up, and I'm going to have my Christmas dinner, and I'm going to have a good time, you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people have to do at this time, you know what I mean? So pain is pain, exactly. Did you learn that from me? I do say that all the time from a TED talk I watched once. But you are very wise in your own right. It's a really good TED talk. It was, the woman was like, pain is pain. You know, it's like, it's all relative. Like, you can't judge one thing against something else. But it is interesting that, yeah, because they're pulling me to, because I know we're talking about, because honestly, I cannot stress how much, like, that situation was very toxic, very codependent, very narcissistic, like all these kind of words. But again, when you're young as well, you know, people don't know what they're doing. That's why, well, they do know what they're doing, but that's why, like you say, there is forgiveness there. But it's just how it can shape you for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And even though I've had counselling and healing, and I heal people all the time with stuff like this, it is just acknowledging that subconsciously you can have, it can block you from good things coming in, because you say, oh God, I don't want to be treated like that again. You know what I mean? So I really do feel somebody's going to resonate with that. You look beautiful as always. Thank you very much. I'm listening to your YouTube all the time. Thank you. I'm glad it's helping. Right. So somebody else, actually, the person I was talking to earlier, one of them had said that yeah, that these were really helping her, you know. So that's what is important, that, you know, although there's a few people like yourself that chat quite a lot, there's, like always with Facebook and Instagram, there's quite a few people that watch that don't speak up. So, and like I said, a lot of guys, I looked again, there's like 80% men, and I'm like, fucking hell, come on, talk up, men, speak up. That means something. Self-worth, yeah, wow, holy fucking shit, man. Self-worth and confusion. That's why a lot of the men don't speak up, actually, and women don't feel good enough, and there's confusion about stuff. Interesting. Right, so but again, this isn't just about men. This, sorry, my nose is itchy, loved ones of spirit. You'll get your moment. When my nose is itchy, that's the loved ones of spirit want to be acknowledged. You don't have to be a man, you know, it's this, you can be a man or a woman, to be a divine feminine or a divine masculine, or you can feel like you resonate with both energies. This chair is squeaky, by the way, so if you hear any noises, it's a chair. And it's funny that this card is about a chair. Right, so I'm going to get on with reading this because it's 10 to 4, so I don't want my phone to start ringing with people like, where are you? Except my family are not like that. Like, that's why I'm chilled, you know. It's just kind of like me. Well, maybe some of them are, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like not my mum and dad. So, self-worth, the salmon chair. Come sit in my chair and feel my love, says the great servant. And again, self-worth issues come up with my clients all the time. It was part of my journey, and then I healed myself of that. And again, it's like, say, self-worth, self-empowerment, self-love, self-empowerment, and self-worth is all a journey. It never stops. You always have to keep working on yourself. But if you do have serious issues with your self-worth, it would be wise to get a soul retrieval with me specifically for that, and an inner child healing. A lot of you already that come on here have had that with me. If you haven't had an inner child self-worth soul retrieval, and believe me, you would know if you had that, it would probably be because you're new to me, and it's better to have a session where we get to know each other and do a bit of channeling for the first live session. And then if you wanted to do that, I would do it with you, but I would prefer you to watch at least one of my shamanic journeys, because it is powerful. Like, and as you saw last night, Michelle was saying, you know, that the grief, the one where I'm wearing the green t-shirt, brought up a lot of feeling for her. But again, because obviously you saw that Michelle had been doing stuff with me anyway, that'll be so Michelle, I'm saying this for when you watch it, the clearing energy of that too, you know, because I'm an energy healer, even after you watch the live stuff, but definitely if you have a one-to-one healing with me, you are going to face a lot of feelings that you stuff down, because I pull up your subconscious stuff for you to move forward and be successful, like that card says, you know, to surrender. Oh, there's Michelle. Michelle, when did you get here? Because I was just talking about you. All good stuff, but I was just saying that a lot of the stuff that you'd mentioned last night, I was experiencing lots of grief today, so I think I was a bit behind you with experiencing that kind of stuff, but yeah, it hit me today. Right, so the salmon chair appears to an Inuit child playing in the snow. Merry Christmas as well. Valley and river are in the salmon chair's protectors. I'm like, are my boobs hanging out? But I think keeps going really low, but I think it's covering it, isn't it? You can't see how low this is going. Right, so valley and river are the salmon chair's protectors. I never get to see it, complains River. Valley whispers, there are those who can close their eyes and see it. The child rushes home to tell her elders about the chair, but no one believes her, and she lies down exhausted. Later, the chair appears to her again. She climbs in and feels the great servant's love. I always love that one. People, events, and material objects beyond your frame of reference are being drawn to you. Aim higher. Oh, that was what came through last night. For you will draw even greater experiences into your life. Allow your energy to grow. Receiving is an action. Again, Empress energy. When you chill and you surrender to the magic of who you are, and you have as much fun as you can in this present moment, being realistic as well. Maybe you need to do a bit of what I've done, honor your pain, honor your grief, let it out, you know, allow somebody to give to you, especially if you're somebody that gives to everyone else. Again, because I am so much better at that, I'm very good at that, because I had a counsellor for a long time there, and I am a counsellor, but it's still not easy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather be helping someone than allow somebody to help me. But I'm so grateful that there are a few select people that I just fucking break down to, you know what I mean? We all need that person. For you, hopefully I am that person for a lot of you. How do I relate to the word deserving? Am I ready to allow myself to receive what others may not? And again, that's why, I mean, again, it was like a bit thing way, but it's really just even if you feel ready for something, or you know in your head you deserve it, if something still isn't coming in, whether it's money, love, success, anything that you want really, and you're kind of like, this doesn't make sense, you need to really dig deep and check that you've not got major subconscious blocks, like the example that I gave, that's got absolutely nothing to do with who or what is coming towards you. And it's actually can be from past experiences, but it's like part of you is like, it's just better not going near there at all. Because whether like you are a man or a woman, or divine feminine, divine masculine, put that stuff aside. That is, a lot of people do have that, and they will. That's why all these cards are saying settle, not settling, and aim higher. A lot of people will settle for crumbs, or not crumbs, but good enough. Because if they allow themselves to have what they really want, then you risk being really hurt if it's taken away from you. So, you know what I mean? A lot of people I know will resonate with that. But again, there's people that can help you with that. Again, I've had people to help me with that, but it's still like what I'm saying. It's like that's shamanic journeys, soul retrievals, counselling, hypnotherapy. And actually, I've said this before, but although I do all this stuff and my clients get amazing results from any of these things mentioned, it's just different strokes for different folks. For me, it's hypnotherapy that works the best for me, and keeping on digging on deep and what might be blocking me from allowing myself to shine or to receive this love, or whatever. So How do I relate to, I've just read that bit. Greater knowledge, innocent curiosity, being rewarded, receiving divine love, right? Drop the mic. I'm sorry. I have been channeling this. So, and like I said, it has come in for quite a lot of my clients. So, wow. Faith, self-love, value. But again, and it's on page 24, Christmas Eve. So I bet that was last night. So actually, perhaps divine love came in for people on Christmas Eve, and I could think of something. So I can actually think that I'm not thinking, I know for a fact that is actually true for somebody that I work with. So, but I'm pretty sure they'll be too busy to be even watching this in real time. So that's hilarious. Meditation. So let me read what you are saying, and I'll read this wee meditation. Oh, you've swore because it's hid it, Michelle. For fuck's sake, I hope this grief shit subsides soon. I know to just go with it and it will pass. It will, absolutely. Honor your pain. And I'm sending you lots of love. That's why I'm here today, to help yourselves. And like I say, it helps me too. But honor it, because I honored it, you know what I mean? And like I say, it's more just, it's what I go through, a bit different, but it's what I go through every year, just missing my loved ones in spirit, and definitely people gone too soon. Right. Sharing the love, Michelle. Merry Christmas. Such a nice space to be in. Oh, I love you two bonding. Right, okay. So, right, close your eyes. And I'm going to read the meditation if you want. And closing your eyes, breathing in, telling yourself relax. And breathing out, telling yourself release. And then breathing in, telling yourself relax. And breathing out, giving yourself permission to release. They're pulling me those cheesy love cards, so I think they're telling me to hurry up because it's 4 now. Keep your eyes closed. Let go of any tension as you fall like a feather into the salmon chair. Imagine the chair receiving you. Feel yourself being filled with the salmon light. I'm just grabbing those cards. So feel that chair holding you with that healing energy. I hope you can't see I had my grotty slippers on. I don't think you can. I've not put my boots on yet with my. So, you had your eyes closed anyway, or you're meant to. Stay there until you've received an abundance of energy from the light, and just know that I'm absolutely sending you healing with that. And then you can, I pulled another card, didn't I? You can open your eyes if you, no idea where I've just put that card, but never mind. Open your eyes if you haven't already, or you can keep them closed while I read the other one. So confusion, silver cloud. Every silver lining has a cloud. Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. There is another man waiting in the wings. Right, shit, I already get this already, right? It could literally be that you are a woman and you are leaving a boyfriend or whatever, a partner, because there's someone else. It could be. That sounds heavy, and it sounds like what I picked up another day. And believe me, there's lots of people going through that situation. Or it could be that you're a man leaving a woman, or it could be that you're a woman leaving a woman for another woman, or it could be that you're a man leaving a man. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You could be divine feminine, divine masculine. We get that all now. We all get that, don't we? And if you don't, go and watch some of the other ones and get it. But I'm just already seeing the significance here. So there's another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she realised. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. I mean, they really are pulling in the love here today, because we've got the other card talking about divine love, and we've got reclaiming love. And it feels like, again, regardless of however you get that story, it does feel like what I said. It's like where people settle for less than what they deserve. And it doesn't mean they settle for people that aren't other nice people, but it's just like maybe even soulmates. And by the way, if we're talking about the twin flame journey, a lot of people could settle for a soulmate, and it's not exactly a bad thing as long as the soulmate relationship isn't toxic. A lot of the time it is. It's because it's difficult. Do you know what I mean? The twin flame journey is extremely difficult, and a lot of people can't handle it. But if you are truly on that journey, you actually can't run away from it. Well, you can, and it might seem like you can, but it will eventually catch up with you and it'll keep following you. And it may even be the person does that. But again, like I said, certainly with love sorts of, that's definitely, I'm far too proud to do that kind of shit. It's, and a lot of people that I know are as well. And it's because, again, it's really, the twin flame journey is a journey of self-worth, and it's feeling good enough for yourself and being in love with yourself, and then whoever it is that's meant to be in your life will be there. And if it's not quite the divine love or the twin flame, it would be somebody else that was near enough that, because it's a reflection of your self-worth. So again, this might be quite triggering for people to hear if you've attracted unhealthy friendships as well. Unhealthy friendships, codependent friendships. It doesn't mean there's not a lot of love there, because I've actually definitely had relationships in my life, like friendships, where there's a whole of a lot of love. But actually, as you get older, definitely because of my counselor, it helps and it doesn't help, because you actually notice this isn't healthy. And then usually, you like say, I've actually drifted away from several people like that in my life. And hopefully, if people are meant to drift back together, whether it's friendships or love, you will. But sometimes people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. But my feeling is people that have done enough work on themselves, and it really is sort of real deal, a lot of these people are coming back together. But again, it can be dramatic because other people are involved. So again, and I know that is going on for some people. So you've got all my love if you're in a situation like that. Like I say, I support people through drama like that. I can't bother with myself. It's like I'm sitting in the peace. So right, the inspiration. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. And I always say that to my clients: allow yourself to be in a confused place, because when you just allow it and you don't resist it, it will soon pass. Just like grief, honor your pain. This too shall pass is one of my favorite sayings for a reason. I said it to myself for a hell of a long time, and I said it to myself actually earlier. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Receipt of calming, peaceful energy. Thank you, Claire. Oh, I'm glad. I will not settle for less. Glad to hear it. Personal inquiry. Can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? Now, that feels very significant, because with all the messages that came through, particularly last night, and I'm just trying to think, I'm halfway through watching it, so I need to watch it. I'll probably watch the rest after being with my family and that when I come home. But or like tomorrow, I mean, I can think of better things to do to watch than watch back myself on YouTube. But it's just, sometimes I get, well, a lot of the time I can get stuff for myself when I watch it back, because it's when I'm channeling it, it's like I go somewhere else. But basically, there was a lot about, well, there was something about where you're feeling a strong desire to take action. There was loads of yes cards, and trust your intuition and do it, and don't wait for a sign. And I bet you get the sign after, or the sign might be getting the response you want, if that's about communication. Because I feel that's what the confusion is about for a lot of people as well. Wherever I put the self-worth card, which must mean something, it's literally, I've put it down somewhere, I've put it back and I don't know where it is. But again, it's about, if you are feeling you're not going to get a good response for some people, it's to do with how you're feeling and not with actually how it would go. But again, each of you are in different situations, so I can't sit here and guarantee that if you're going to say Merry Christmas to someone, they're going to say Merry Christmas back. But for some of you, that is absolutely going to be the case. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, trust what feels right to you. Equally, you might be someone that you're like, well, actually, no, I have extended that out quite a lot, whether it's a friend or anything else, and this doesn't feel right for me to be that person. You know what I mean? Or it just feels awkward, or whatever. You've got to honor where you're at. But again, this can be just forgiveness of anything as well. Like, even if there's people in your life that you're not really on good terms with, some people do just like to say Merry Christmas. And again, you've got to assess that one for yourself. For me, it is just Merry Christmas, you know, it's just letting somebody know that you care. So definitely if somebody's saying that to me, I'm not, you know, depending on who it is, I'm not really going to not reply, but there might be a few people I wouldn't. Right, so allowing confusion, spiritual support, consequences of actions, finding love. And the keywords are clarity, support, and revelation. So here's your invite to close your eyes again, if you'd like to. Self-worth is probably the biggest lesson. It absolutely is for everybody that I work with, and definitely the twin flame. Self-worth is really the key word. And like I said, that is the thing that's usually such a shame, is people not feeling good enough, always coming in the way of amazingness. So close your eyes and breathing in, tell yourself to relax. Breathing out, release. And visualize the room you're in. Focus on one object in the room with your eyes closed, remember. So think of something in the room. So I'll do it too. I'll think of a Christmas tree behind me. When you're relaxed, sense the presence of silver cloud. When the object is no longer visible in your mind's eye, relax even more deeply and breathe. You're in the place of not knowing. It's completely safe. It is a completely safe environment. Ask for the highest good, and this shall be received. So keeping your eyes closed just now, if you've closed them, what that's about is kind of like what I'm saying is because communication keeps coming through a lot, and it's, you know, it's even if it wasn't the connections that I help with, oh shit, yeah, I'll shuffle those cards. It's really about anybody in your life that, you know, people seek forgiveness and they seek closure around this time, and they seek support. So, oh, there it is. I've found my self-worth. Have you? So this could literally be you watching this. Feels like you've found a bit of self-worth. I know for a fact that there's at least a few people watching this live or on replay that, yeah, there's a lot more work to do. There always is. There's more work for me to do as well. But we're a hell of a lot further than we ever were. And I do feel this is for your person as well, whatever kind of the situation is there. Again, whether you know them, whether you don't know them, whether you're with them, whether you're not with them, whether you intend to be with them, which wouldn't be within your control anyway, so let it go, or whether, you know, I mean, whatever your situation is. The most important thing is if you found your self-worth, you found everything. Let the cookie crumble where it may. Right, I say that all the time, don't I? I should get it on a t-shirt. Would you buy it if I put it? I'm joking. I've got things I say all the time that are better than that, but I do say that a lot. Right, what do we need to know as it's clearly going into the love stuff for whoever this is for? What do we need to know? Make it a good one. These cards, they're a bit weird. Receptive, be ready to, oh my Christ. Receptive, be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. She's like, oh, hey, hi, yeah, I've been waiting on you. She literally is. Like, yeah, wondered when you were going to contact. It's Venus retrograde, yeah. So I'm gonna vet everything you're telling me to make sure it's true. That's hilarious. Yin yang. Yeah, we're yin yang. Did you know that? Yep. Balancing each other out. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. So really, if you're fighting your twin flame, or you're in a bit of a power struggle, which usually is going on, you're fighting with yourself. So stop fighting with yourself. Stop fighting with yourself. Right, so, and let's do the love card. That's hilarious. I knew one of the cards that actually said it on it was going to come up. Right, so I feel I want to use a sweary card. Right. What do we need to know about the feminine energy in you? You're freeing yourself from other people's expectations, from anything that made you feel like shit, to keep it simple. Masculine energy within you. 2 cards is disconnecting from the world. Again, retreating, that's come up already in the masculine energy. Again, I feel it's to suss people out like that. Choose your friends carefully. So I feel the feminine energy is all within you, but this is also talking about a connection. Has already been through this, and it might have only even been recently or within the last few years or this year, but definitely the feminine energy has already been through this, and now the masculine energy in a connection is starting to do that too. Like, just notice where they need to pull back from unhealthy connections. And so that's why there's a lot of patience energy, because it's like for some people, they've already worked through this and they freed themselves both. And then that's why there's unions happening. If it's not happening, it's because somebody hasn't got out of toxic stuff, either being romantically linked or even casually with other people. It's getting in the way of the union. And for other people, it's allowing unhealthy friends, even family members, depending on how bad it is. So masculine energy has to focus on healing alone. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And again, remember, masculine, a lot of you will be the masculine energy. It's got nothing to do with gender. Right, another one for the feminine energy. So let go and allow this situation to unfold naturally, because when you do, new love is coming in. So it could be that you actually have never met this person, or it could be that new love is coming in with the same person. An old love is coming in a new way. Like a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but only when you let go of control of how that happens. And that is how stuff happens. When you just let go and you think something's not about to happen, that's usually when something happens. That's how you manifest. It's not easy to do though, is it? Right. My masculine energy needs to pull his head out his ass. Can't even do it. Michelle, if mum and dad are mad at me for being late, this is worth it. That's hilarious. That's the case in a lot of these connections. But again, that means yes, that's so again, if this is about another person, it means they need to do that, but also means you need to do that somewhere. That's hilarious. Right. So masculine energy, talking of masculine energy within you or a connection. Because fucking hell, again, love it, spirit backing me up. Again, this might be weird to people that don't get it, but believe me, it's not weird to people that do get it. It's weird because how fucking accurate it is, and I know because they tell me. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I told you. So again, if this is about a person, whether you are a man or a woman, you're the masculine, but if you are the masculine energy, I'm pointing, whether this is from spirit, whether you are a man, whether you're a man or a woman and you're the masculine energy, are you fucking around with other people, to be honest? Like, you're either been with another person a while and you know it's not healthy and they're not for you. And again, it could just be they're a nice person, but you know they're not for you because your heart is longing for someone else. Again, you know what I mean? That's difficult because that doesn't go away. But it could be that you're not even with a person that's difficult in the past, but you're casually kind of distracting yourself with other people because you're lonely at Christmas. And that's a self-worth issue. It's just if you're, like you say, fucking about or whatever, kind of distracting yourself, because sex keeps coming up in the cards in the masculine side. It's a free country, people can do what they want, but you're only going to hurt yourself because if you are a true twin flame, and again, if this doesn't resonate with you, you're not a twin flame. If that is what you really want, like see the chair as the person, although I don't really like that. Anyway, that's going down a weird route. It's kind of like if you really want the twin flame connection, and if the feminine energy is they're ready for that, and even if the feminine energy felt they were ready for that before they went in, but whoever this connection is about, they are. It just, yeah. And I said this to two clients actually this week. Then it is confusing things and you're slowing the process down. Although it's divine timing and it is lots of all these other things, you have got to do your bit. So and a lot of women that I work with in the masculine energy can do this. I'll be like, oh, it's all going to work out. I've got a friend that says that all the time, and if she's watching this, she'll not pipe up, but she knows that I'm talking about her. It'll all work out, or if something's meant to be, it'll happen. I mean, I say that all the time. My grandma says, what's for you won't pass you. Yeah, but only if you're doing your bit and the other person is. If the other person's being, I don't like the word lazy because we banned that from the vocabulary, but if the other person's being lazy or just kind of thinking that it's going to magically work out and they can do what they want until then, it won't, you know what I mean? But somebody's got a row there. So but again, it could be because they don't realize that feelings are still there. That's very common. But again, that's a shame because when it's twin flames, it's always there. It doesn't go away. Like, try getting rid of it. It doesn't work. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So again, but this might not be that they're fucking around with other people. To be fair, it's also that they could be stuck with other people, and there's good reason why. They could have been broken down to nothing. That's what a narcissist does to someone. So if you're feeling broken down to nothing, worthless, treated like crap, you've probably been gaslighted to fuck, broken down by a narcissist, and you feel they've probably, some, depending on how bad it is, some people can actually literally spell it out, say to you, you're not good enough and nobody's going to want you. And then so you could actually think that about your twin flame, whereas your twin flame would never, ever say something like that to you. And they would never, they are you. So it's like, and if they do, then again, that would be twin flames that have done like next to no healing to feel that bad about themselves, or, depending on what they'd experienced. God, this is going really deep again. Or it could be that it's not about a person at all. It could be that masculine energy has problems with alcohol or drugs or sex. Oh God, well, that's, just because sex coming up doesn't mean that someone's got a sex addiction, but it could be that as well. But again, it's more distraction. Fucking hell, this is getting really juicy. Right, I need to go, so we need to end this. Right, so anyway, so sort that out. Again, that, now it's kind of like, that was talking about something that's got potential to come together, but this is now talking about another twin flame connection that's got more work to do, because the masculines need to sort out his side of the street, and then something can come in. And if this is the same one, it's like people might come together at Christmas and hook up or something, or have a chat, but then they're not going to fully come in proper union because there's crap going on there. So feminine energy, you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. Again, you've worked on self-worth. Loosen the fuck up, control freaks. Don't get laid. See, I told you, somebody's hooking up. Somebody's hooking up, and I already know it's happening because people are telling me. You tight ass. Well, really fucking harsh. But yeah, again, that's when I've said before last night that inject a bit of playful energy. So it's like, say, I want to make it clear, as long as nobody's cheating on anyone, like, you can't be letting a twin flame come and, have their fun with you, and then you find out they've got like a freaking wife or a girlfriend, or even other side pieces. Do you know what I mean? Like, sort your shit out. Don't settle for crumbs. That's what that would be. Whether, and again, that could equally be that you are a divine masculine and you're letting a divine feminine come and do that to you. True divine feminine don't really act like that. Right. So that would be the false. That would be the false one. The false twin flames, the false, whatever you want to call it. And the false twin flame teachers are out there too. There's a lot of them. Right, so have a great rest of this beautiful day, Claire. What a wonderful gift this live is. Oh, you too. Yes, I'm going to go in a minute. Right, masculine energy. Thank you. Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Again, that maybe you need to reach out to someone. Eat some yummy shit. Well, it's Christmas. Bacon, chocolate, beer, get some. Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Sorry, that's absolutely hilarious. These cards really suit my energy. But yeah, so there's something there about retreating too much, because we've got the retreat card for the masculine energy. And remember, that will be a lot of you. The feminine could be too. Right, so that is the energy within you as well, but I was saying it most of the time there like it was a connection, and I did feel it was going to be more that way. Right, what else do we need to know? And then I'll go. Don't worry, like my mum and dad are literally like 2 seconds away. Right, so your feminine energy is feeling creative, probably because you're in that receptive energy. Masculine energy of you can right, I'm sorry. The next time I do, I swear to God, right, somebody guess the card that I've just pulled for the masculine energy within you and within your person. I can't even. I actually said it. I said it a minute ago, and I pulled it last night, and I pulled it again. And I'm going to give you a hint. There's a mirroring. There's a mirroring energy going on. I'm telling you, people are hooking up to it. People are hooking up, feeling sentimental, and they're hooking up. They're having hearts to hearts. They're having, and again, I already know that this was happening with a client at Christmas Eve, because I'd helped it come about with the, as long as it was, again, only for the highest good of all. But I think we're going to have people sharing that. So yeah, anyway, this is going too slow. So, but yeah, sexuality. So again, this is what I said. It's like, whoever this is, even though there's bow chicka bow bow, indeed, Michelle, but This is because the feminine isn't enough receptive, feeling good, self-worth energy, that although the masculine isn't, there's enough self-worth and sexual energy, again, which is powerful. It doesn't actually mean there will be sex. I just want to point that out, but there definitely is going to be, because I can feel it. It's just that there's enough empowerment, strong, divine feminine energy to hold the masculine where they are and help them with wherever they're not feeling good enough. Because again, it's because they've been broken down to nothing. And again, this could be you. You could have been treated like this by someone. So, but yeah, mental. Right. And I felt, oh yeah, I wanted to do a few. We've got make time to relax, be still, enjoy your solitude, indulge in much needed self-care. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's chilling. Divine feminine's chilling. Whether there's an involvement with love or not, it's like whatever. And then the divine masculine is, this is a magical moment, make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Well, whether that's got something to do with a connection or not, they're hoping for the best, and some of them are going to do it. Some of them will not, because they'll get themselves tied up in a knot and not do it, and the moment will pass. But there will be other moments. It just means that people aren't ready. The spirit world, oh wait a minute, I need to tie that up, don't I, before I go on to leaving you hanging. A message from your person. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose in the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Well, isn't that nice? Because it's kind of, what do you call it? Ambiguous, or I can't remember. It is ambiguous, isn't it? But it's kind of like leaving you in the dark a little bit. But something will soon be revealed. So just stay in the confusion. And the dove, the peace, I work with the dove at my throat chakra, because dove is really like the voice of God. And that's what I feel I'm channeling when I'm doing this. Right, so past, present, future, with this connection, because this connection will actually be quite a few people's story. That's what's the head fuck about this. But, or we'll pick up on a specific one. In the past, there's lots of family issues that are needing to be sorted out, because it's affecting how this person acts in love. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, healing family issues. Read You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. If you haven't, I tell everyone to read that. My work is very like her. She was a counsellor. She helped people with self-love. These are all things that I do. That's why I read her affirmations every day. I'm getting hiccups. Present. You are lovable. You deserve love. See, there's a lot of love here. Even if it's just one person has worked a lot on that, enough for the other person. Again, you've always got to do the work for you, but there's something in the future. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So again, it's like one person just has to keep doing what they've been doing, and then the other one is slowly catching on and doing that for themselves. So if there is a separation involved here, it's because finances and career is affecting your love life. Again, self-worth. If your self-worth is low, your money's going to be up and down, up and down. There can be other reasons, but yeah, that basically feels pretty positive. It's like something moving forward where it's been stuck, basically. But if there is time apart, again, it is just another day, and but it's exciting either way. Right, a message from the spirit world for someone. We have fun. You must enjoy yourself. We have fun, and you too must enjoy yourself. Oh, that's lovely. And that's actually a wee sign for me. There's an 8 on it, so there might be significance of the 8th of a month. It could be even the 8th of January coming up there, or the 8th of any month could be an anniversary, a birthday for someone. But I really do feel that is love coming in from the spirit world for people you're grieving for. They want you to enjoy yourself. Take the time to pamper yourself and let others take care of you. Not a coincidence. Now I know why I shared that about earlier on. 22 might be significant there as well. Master builder number. Fucking hell, that flew out. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. 16th on the card. Yeah. So that's very in line with the message came through. Lovely. Right. And we have, oh God. I did feel they wanted me to pull. What do we need to know? What else? Retirement. Again, take it easy. They're telling me to go and enjoy my Christmas dinner. Healthcare change, again, that's just to do with, not letting, not taking on any more than what you should, because it could add to your stress levels. I get that. I resonate with that. Support, yeah, allowing yourself to have support where you need it. self-employment. But again, you see, that could just be with what I've just described, because they get me to talk about me, with I need to take some time off. So after this, I feel really proud of myself. So well done me, that I stuck to 10 videos doing this, most of which were live. And yeah, so because when you come back after having a break, self-employment or heightened excitement in self-employment, a new career. Well, again, for me, that is about sticking to this and this being my where I focus. But for you, it'll be different things. And animal kingdom. So you've got animals coming through from the spirit world to say hello at random, but it will be very relevant to someone, and possibly in your dreams. Your subconscious constantly subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, more. But that again is why it happens all the time whenever I'm doing anything. Not only because I'm a medium, but because I'm a shaman, I'm a channel between heaven and earth, but it's also because I'm a hypnotherapist. I open up your subconscious mind. I'd just like to point out, not all hypnotherapists would be able to do that without taking you into something. It's just because of the other things I am. So don't be, that's about, again, in a situation, don't have like really high expectations of other people. You know what I mean? It's been coming through. It's like that is unique to how spirit work with me. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open up your heart and soul. Maybe that's my sign. I need my dog. Hope. Oh, I love it. I'm ending it here. Right. So you put a lot of time and energy into this, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, Michelle. Again, I love it. You really do. You and Shakira, and whoever else comes and joins in, you really do. You're making this fun for me to keep at it. So you never know, I might pop up tomorrow, but I don't think I should. If bits of this message is for me too, so I need to be in my receptive energy and have a break. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point, like mine did yesterday. See, when that sign came through from my loved one in spirit yesterday, remember I said I broke down to the floor crying, and it was a happy moment. It was poignant, but it was happy because I felt their love around me, but they could obviously see that something was going to hit me today. You know what I mean? Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope. And that's something that I say all the time. Never, never give up hope. And it's definitely something that you need to hear if you're on this crazy ascension spiritual journey with all the stuff that I've just channeled. Right. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your Christmas day. I'm away to go and eat some amazing food and some amazing puddings. And then I'm just going to get back and be cozy and watch all the Christmas films that I never got to watch. I was too tired after I finished this to watch the rest of Uncle Buck. And I absolutely love that. That makes me cry every time. If you've not seen it, go and find it and watch it. But anyway, send you lots and lots of love. And I will be back. And actually, to be honest, I may be back in like 3 or 4 days. But I'm definitely going to take, Boxing Day off. I might not be back till after. I think I'll pop up on New Year's Eve, but I might pop up a little bit before that. We'll just leave it to my expect unexpected energy to surprise you. But just know I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas. See you later. You're very welcome. I always forget how to end.